Hello and welcome to this video on acids, bases and salts brought to you by Spark EduHub Mumbai, world's largest providers of topic-wise past papers for all subjects. Our contact numbers have been displayed on the screen. Those wishing to place an order may contact us via WhatsApp or normal call. Methods of making soluble salts. First is to react an acid with a base. Next is to react an acid with an alkali. Next to react with an acid and a carbonate. And last is to react an acid with a metal. So these are the four ways of making soluble salts. Now let's have a look at the products of these four methods. Acid plus base gives you salt plus water. Acid plus metal gives you salt plus hydrogen. Acid plus metal carbonate gives you salt plus water plus carbon dioxide gas. An acid plus metal hydrogen carbonate gives you a salt, water and again carbon dioxide gas. So if you see, the products of the reaction of an acid with a metal carbonate and an acid with a metal hydrogen carbonate are the same. Now the methods of making insoluble salts. First is to react a soluble salt with another soluble salt to get an insoluble salt, which you usually call as a precipitate, along with the soluble salt. So if you want to make an insoluble salt, you need to take two soluble salts. So that means you must ideally know which salts are soluble and which salts are insoluble. Therefore, we need to know some solubility rules. I've made a mnemonic. I hope this mnemonic helps you. Now, who's this guy? Well, this guy is a sultan and his name is Sultan Bakali. So, Sultan Bakali, that's a quote. So, let's make a mnemonic. Come on. Sultan Bakali and all group 1 high courts nag. Whom do they nag? Well, they nag the slow C, B and I's. So Sultan Bakali and all group 1 high courts nag the slow CBIs. Now why do they nag the slow CBI? What have they done? Because only group 1 and 2 oxides react with water. How stupid! What sense does it make? Well, even if it doesn't make any sense, I'm happy that at least it helped me make a mnemonic. So here's my mnemonic. Sultan Bakali and all group 1 high courts nag the slow CBIs because only group 1 and 2 oxides react with water. Ha ha ha. Well, senseless, but it helps me in remembering my solubility rules. Now let's see what Sultan Bakali, all group 1 high courts and blah 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 blah, all of this, what does it stand for? Well, Sultan Bakali and all group 1 high courts nag the slow CBIs because all group 1 and 2 oxides react with water. So what does Sultan stand for? Sultan stands for all sulfates. That means all sulfates are soluble. And on the right, what does it mean? Well, all sulfates are soluble except for the sulfates of barium, calcium and lead. Next is Group 1 high coats. What does it stand for? It stands for only Group 1 hydroxides and carbonates. That means only Group 1 hydroxides and carbonates are soluble. So now Group 1 high coats, that's done. Now NAG. What does N stand for? N stands for nitrates, A stands for ammonium salts, and G stands for Group 1 salts. So Sultan Bakali, Sultan is sulfates, Bakali is the exception, barium, calcium and lead. Group 1 high coats tells us it's only Group 1 hydroxides and carbonates that are soluble. NAG stands for all nitrates, ammonium salts and Group 1 salts. As you can see, I've put all these soluble ones either in green or in orange. Now what does CBI stand for? It again tells you that some CBIs which are written to the left hand side of the screen are soluble. So as we all know, C stands for chlorides, B stands for bromides and I stands for iodides. So it's like NAG, the slow CBIs. So in the word slow, S stands for silver and L stands for lead. And the last sentence itself is self-explanatory. It says Group 1 and 2 oxides react with water. That is, only Group 1 oxides and Group 2 oxides are soluble in water. Rest others aren't. So this is the simplified explanation of the solubility rules, and that's the mnemonic I made. I repeat again. Sultan Bakali and all Group 1 high courts nag the slow CBIs because Group 1 and 2 oxides react with water. Well, I hope that this video helps you to remember the solubility rules. I know you won't find this method anywhere. Try this one. Maybe it helps you. If you like watching my video, please do subscribe. Thank you.